So here we are at AES New York 2007, and opposite of me is John Siau. That's the way to pronounce
Yes,
this, isn't it,
that's
John?
right.
Okay.
Yes.
And he's head of technical engineering. Is that the way?
Director of Engineering at Benchmark, yes.
John, can you tell me something about Benchmark, how it started, and about the latest products?
Yeah, Benchmark started in 1983 in Garland, Texas, actually in Alan Burdick's garage, and it's grown from that. We, a number of years ago, moved up to the Syracuse area, and the company originally started out as a company making broadcast equipment, actually audio equipment for television broadcast. And,
is it still doing that, or has it more moved towards professional audio and hi-fi equipment?
Yeah, actually we're still making broadcast equipment, still making some of the same equipment that we made back in 1983. It's still supported. We're still sell a considerable amount of it into the broadcast business, but we've also got a significant part of our business that's recording studios and even home audiophile applications.
What is the typical thing about Benchmark in terms of quality?
Well, our objective is always to create the cleanest, most transparent sound that we can achieve, and I'm not willing to take compromises to save a little bit of cost. I'm looking at what is the highest performance I can get out of a box. Our products are designed to be as transparent as possible.
And we started off in Holland with the DAC 1, which is this product. What can you tell us about the DAC 1 and about the newer version with the USB connection?
Yeah, one of the real cool things we've done with this is we've added a USB connector to it, and it's not just any USB interface. Unlike most solutions, it supports 24 bits and it supports 96 kilohertz. It benefits from our ultra-lock, jitter-free clock technology, and so jitter's not an issue with it. It's you plug it into a computer, plug it into a Mac, plug it into a PC, and within about 15 seconds you've got audio playing. There's no drivers to install. It's a very cool solution.
And then over to the ADC1, the A to D converter. You got them both here.
Yeah, I got them both here. As you can see, we make these products in a couple of different cosmetic configurations. This is the rack-free DAC 1. This is a DAC 1 with the rack mount ears, and they join together with this coupling block. This is the ADC1. It's got a few unique features. It's actually got 5 digital outputs. It has, if we look at the back, 2 coaxial outputs. It has a USB output, an optical output, and an XLR digital output. The optical output can operate either as an ADAT output or as an AES output. In the ADAT mode, it supports SMUX and SMUX2. It'll go all the way up to 192 kilohertz on ADAT. The optical is also 192 kilohertz capable on ADAT. On AES. One of the unique things is that these outputs can operate at 3 different sample rates simultaneously. So my computer can be running at 1 sample rate. My main output can be running at high resolution, say 192 kilohertz, 24 bits, and my auxiliary output, if I desire, can be configured to run at 44 kilohertz, 16 bits, and that allows me to create a low resolution CDR simultaneous to doing a high resolution recording, and also at the same time making a recording to a computer.
Safety copy.
Yep, exactly.
Very nice. And then there's a whole new product called the Pre. I have to keep the microphone before my mouth when I'm talking. The Pre 420.
Yes.
Just another 4-channel preamp. I don't think so.
Well, no, this product doesn't really know if it's a mixer or a preamp. It's got some rather unique features. for the purpose of making high-quality stereo recordings from up to 4 microphones. It has, of course, direct outputs on each of the 4 channels, but in addition to that, we have a solo bus, 2-channel solo bus, and a 2-channel stereo mix bus. And if we look at the front, these are the controls for the solo bus. I can solo any individual mic or any combination of mics, of course, but I can solo those in mono or stereo. So I can solo them pre or post the pan pot. That allows me to solo a single microphone in both ears if I've got the headphones on. It allows me to solo, say, a pair of microphones as they're panned into the stereo image. It also allows me to take a pair of microphones and check for mono compatibility by soloing them in mono. I have a individual phantom switch on each preamp. There's a 40 hertz high pass filter and also a 20 dB pad.
Now, we were at Avatar Studios last night, and you hooked up a pair of Royer 121s, the difficult ribbon microphone with a low impedance and low output level, to the pre-420, and we didn't hear any hiss. How come that?
Yeah, this is like the ultimate ribbon preamplifier. It's got a very low equivalent input noise. With the inputs shorted, it's minus 131. The neat thing about it is that as we turn the gain down, we maintain a very respectable equivalent input noise. The other thing is that when you actually listen to the noise floor, turn it all the way up and listen to the noise floor, you'll discover that it's very white in nature. It's free of the pop, that kind of the popcorn and spitting noise that you hear in the low frequencies in a lot of preamps. And as a result, we can take a low output microphone like these ribbon mics, and even in a situation where we haven't got the sound pressure levels that we should have to really get the full performance out of the ribbon mics, and achieve some really amazing results. One of my goals was to try to get the same performance out of the stereo mix bus as we could get out of the direct outs. And it's rather discouraging when you look at what happens in a lot of mixers. You put a nice preamp in front of them, and then you try to mix the stereo and see what it does to the signal to noise ratio, see what it does to the distortion. And this does it very cleanly. We've got the performance specified on the direct outputs. We've specified the performance on the main output.
And they hardly differ.
Right, exactly. And we've got a very unique circuit in our pan circuit. We call it our mirror pan circuit. It uses a current mirror, and one of the characteristics is that there's no audio current going through the wiper of the pot. It's very important for getting distortion out of the pot. It's very important for keeping a very accurate pan law. And also, when it's pan full left, it's full off on the right, and vice versa. When it's pan full right, it's full off on the left. We demonstrated that last night as well. We panned it over, turned off the active channel, and it's like there's nothing there.
It is clear, John, that you're a very, very proud engineer. So for all customers that are looking for a transparent preamp with excellent signal-to-noise ratio, apart from the special panorama system which is in there, and the mix bus and all that, this is the one unit to buy. Thank you very much. So far, this concludes our interview with John Siau from New York AES 2007. Thank you for listening and watching.